This is going to be our next subscription lesson, and for this go around we're going to cover a guy named Tiny Webb. Tiny Webb was a session guy for, I believe, the swing time stuff. So he played on the early Ray Charles stuff. He also played with Floyd Dixon, and just an incredible guitar player. And some of his proteges was Pee Wee Crayton, and so I definitely see where Pee Wee Crayton was pulling some of the tremolo picking ideas, and he said he got it from Tiny Webb, and I'm sure the way Tiny Webb played, considering he's played lots of piano players and the hot guitar players at the time being like Oscar Moore, Johnny Moore, he probably styled some of his ideas around the players that were current during that time period. But that tremolo picking where you're like if I play with Pee Wee Crayton, you can be like when you hear like Texas Bop or Texas Hop, and I think those ideas actually came from Tiny Webb, like. And I tend to use, like I said before, I love using structures that emphasize. It's on the E structure, 5 and the 3, and then I'm going to walk this down, and then play the 3rd and the tonic. And then it's going to be able to, you're going to slide into that flat 7 and kind of bend it. Now when I do this, that's really based over the E flat chord, and you can hear it too. So it's a nice little line that's going to be really reflective over the E flat 9 chord. Back to the 1. Now it's going to go to the 5 chord, and it walks into the 5 from the 9 of the 5. I know that sounds real complicated, but it's a step above the 5. So this is typically how I used to play it. So I'd use a C structure, F, and I'd go. But in reality, since Tiny Grimes had a 4-string guitar, he probably played it using an E structure, so going. So it goes something like this. Sorry. Now in the solos, the beginning of the solo and the end of the solo have almost exactly the same licks, meaning between the versions. Is this right up here, A structure, A flat, which is the same as if I played the E structure down here. It's just a major chord. Now there's a little skip that he does. So the important thing is you can work on the phrasing or the syncopation, but the spirit is that we're going to go. And that's all happening over the... Now, the fun part, the complexity, comes when it hits the turnaround. So when it hits a 7, he plays this kind of it's kind of a cliche lick of the time. I've heard everybody from Barnes to Billy Butler do it. It's a 7th. I'm sorry about that. Do it like that. You want to skip that one. This is an important Bill Jennings concept right here, is that he likes leaving the third out when he's doing these chromatic walks, because it leaves some ambiguity to get to the chord he wants. Because what we need to get to is we need to get to the 4. And then, as I've said in previous lessons, the 4 major can also sub as a nice soft 5 chord, 5 dominant chord. So we have, and then we're going to go to the E structure, C sharp.